What up, guys? Playing a bit of Esports Manager. 30 minutes. Starts now. Video ends in 30 minutes. And that's episode 1. Disclaimer. I am not the best at this game. But we'll see how it goes. Right. No one's creating I wanna watch some content about this game because it's sick. And no one's doing it. So I thought I'd make some of my own. So yeah. These are the stats that I like to use. Actually slightly different. This is good. Reduces your monthly operating costs. Who cares about the fucking positive dialogue? It doesn't matter, because if you win, when you get to the point where you just winning, it doesn't matter about the outcome. Productivity is really important. That's when your coach trains your players. So if you get more out of it, see the training gain multiplier. So you really want that. And stress resistance again is just about like their mood. So, and if you're winning, then the mood doesn't matter. And the mood recovers anyway. Delegation empowers other staff, all non-CEO. So you're the CEO. Other staff members' attributes multiplied by 1.1. So again, that goes back to your staff, your physiotherapist, and your psychologist. Those are the 3 important ones that you want them to get better stats because they make your players better. Public image, boost reputation, boost sponsor acceptance, and PR event gains. Sponsor acceptance is really good, but you get them anyway, and it's just a chance thing, and you can micro it. And then PR event gain is just that your players gain more PR. This is what I think. Your players gain more PR, which means they'll eventually demand higher salaries. So I don't think it's even worth getting that. Like, why do you want to make your players big-headed so that they then demand more money? Sodom. Leadership, daily wide. So this is the bit where, you know, if their morale does go low, then as you can see, you've got a 10% chance for a mood recovery. So I think that is good, because inevitably it will go low, and 10% a day is enough time between tournaments for them to recover. Long-term strategic planning, passive ERS, prestige, like who cares? You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get so good. So you don't need ERS. And ERS, there's a weird mechanic after, like every year, it like not resets, but it gets lower. Morale, how motivate the staff. Again, that's about morale and their mood. Sodom. Loyalty could be good, you know. It's a bit like, it's like the opposite of public image. So this will like lower their request for money. And I was thinking about, do I try and, like, I could get rid of this and go with loyalty. Maybe I'll go 10 and 10. So as you can see, like the percentages change. So here you've got 5% on a day. And now you've got 10%. And so here you've got 0% discount. Here you got 20% discount. So that's pretty good. And I think some discount is worth getting. Conflictiveness. Again, it's about mood. And it's like, is it contagious? Like if one's a knobhead and like is upset and crying, do they all get upset and cry? Immunity, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's about sickness. Your team's going to be sick. You don't want them sick. So let's change this. Let's change this as well. Where are we going to be from? So this can affect, so what country you pick can affect where your players are from. So, and like there aren't many players from like Zambia. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with something interesting. We'll go fucking Albania, man. Let's go with June. Anyway, we're starting a new org. Let's go with some lime green. Let's get this looking really nice, really bloody nice. And let's have Obama on the t-shirt as well. This is just the image that goes on your t-shirt. Let's put it on hard to get 10k. And let's start with 5 players. What are we going to be called? We're going to be called Joe Gay. No, short name. Epic Dudes. Full name. Epic Dudes. And let's change this to dude. We are epic. Right. Create. Sign a life away. There's 2 options down here. CEO may be fired. Achievements enabled. You want to enable this, because otherwise what's the fucking point? You want to be able to fail. Basically, failing is just when you're in debt for like a little period, and I think it might be at the end of the year. They'll fire you. Lock transfers for AI teams. I've never actually done it on 6 months. Maybe we see what that is another time, but what I think it is obviously AI teams buy and sell players, and what it does is it means it says like a minimum, like you can't speak to the people that have been transferred for a month, and you can probably change that to like 6 months. So let's sign it. Obama. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. I've got a little list of players that are good to go for early game. And so before you even go to your next day, there's a few things you want to do. So I've just done like some training. Like each day you can train a certain amount on a map. So as you can see here, because we've got 5 players, we can gain 2.5 points or whatever on a map each day, and the others will lose points. You can also get more than 2.5 by employing other. I think it's just the coach. I'm gonna have a look at the squad to begin with. I think it's worth having a little gander, seeing if there's any that you actually want to keep. Often they're all going to be absolutely dog shit, so like yeah, these are all absolutely fucking terrible, and you can kind of compare them to each other here on a stat. So if you wanted to see if you got an IGL, like someone that's worthy of keeping, you can see, right, let's have a look within the team. Okay, and then globally they're fucking absolutely wank. So yeah. So what I'd actually recommend doing, basically straight away, is transfer them, put them up for sale. Because what this does, it does 2 things. It will get you a bit of money, and it clears your team so that you can. Ooh, he's 40k. Why is this guy 40k? Are they all? They're all less than that, aren't they? Yeah, look, 9k. Why is this guy 40k? Let's have a look at him. There's an AWPer, but he's not actually that good. I don't know why this guy's 40k. But it's about, let's sell him. Off you go, mate. Off you go. One of the most important roles is your coach. You can't, if you try and get a 5-star, like straight away, they're going to tell you to sod off. Because your team's shit, and you got no publicity, which is absolutely fair. Alright, back. Time is at 18:47. I don't know how much time I lost there. But, what was I saying? The coaches at the beginning, you can get them up to a rating of 16, so I have found. So you just go into your filter. Remember, you need to be on staff, filter, 16, coach, and then boom, you got I always look at this skill rating here, and you want to I like getting a high rifle number or a high AWP number, either one of those. So like this guy's got quite a high AWP, and if you want to see where he is globally, you can just have a look. So 41, AWP 59, and then so let's have a look through. So you can only, at the beginning, I'd recommend just going for free agents, because what that means is when you transfer them to your team, you don't have to pay an amount of money, like a transfer fee. You just have to pay their salary. As you can see in your finance tab here, at the moment you start with 10k, and you can like change how it's allocated. So marketing at the beginning is not massively important. I'd keep a little bit in there just because I'm not sure how the mechanic works yet, but your boss, the people that employ you, the board, they give you like a monthly allowance based on your marketing, and you will get it at the end of the month, I think. Operating costs can go low, and you can go negative, by the way. So it's not the end of the world if you are in debt, if you know your money's going to come in. So I'm going to put this at 9k, and what this means is you can actually get more than one player at like 8k. So you can offer £8,000 a month, $8,000 a month to 2 players, because you've got your budget allows for that, allows for 8,000. It doesn't allow for 16, but the way it works is you can offer 8k, and then you can get them both, and at the end of the month, that's when the money will be taken. So you'll go into debt of like whatever that would be, like what is it, 16k minus your 9, so 7k you'd be in debt, or whatever it is. Is that right? So 9 minus 16. Fuck. 9 take away 16. Yeah. So that's, but yeah, once you get once we get our next allowance from our board, we can then get better players because we'll have more money to offer. Right, so let's get a coach though, because their salaries are always low. And you can also filter to free agents by going price and just putting in 1. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I'm wrong. So let's get one of these boys. Let's get someone who's got a half decent AWP, and so this guy looks pretty good. I like this guy. He's, see here, the AWP's a bit low. That's 17. Overall skill is a bit low. Look, determines skill training speed. So each one of these numbers determines how quickly they'll train that stat on a player each day. So which guy was I up to this one? Because skill, AWP and rifle, which I think are the more important ones, are there. So let's offer him a contract. So even without a scout, it doesn't give you what you should be offering. It doesn't suggest what you should be offering. I'd always go with a high duration. So you can go up to 56. And just whatever auto populates to begin with is absolutely fine. And then just send. So still don't go forward a day because there's other staff that we could employ. So we're on for coach. Let's go for psychologist. Again, the filters already stay applied. These are all free. So let's have a look. mental attributes, training speed. So you just want to go for the highest score here, highest stat. So what's the first one? 15.69, 15.34, 87. So he's the highest so far. What did I get to? 16.52. Is that the highest? Yeah. 16.52 is still the highest. That's 16.66. But 16.66, but she's at somewhere. So we can't get her yet, really. Because I'd have to pay for her. And we're not paying for her. I think it's going to be that 16 point, whatever it was. Which one was it? I've lost it. 16.52. Right, contact. Contract even 56. 1400 send. And they'll come back to you with like their suggested amounts. So now we do physiotherapist. So physiotherapist affects injury recovery speed, higher value equals faster recovery, and fitness training growth. So I'd actually try and go for a higher training growth, physical training growth, because once those stats are higher, this bit becomes redundant really, because you're going to be getting injured and ill less. So this is worth it initially. So we've got 16.05, 16.76. 16.46. Which checks that on. Okay. 16.76 I think was the highest. So I don't know why I always do high contracts, but as your team grows, they will want more money. So I just lock them in. Just get them locked in. That's basically it. Initially, a coach, psychologist, physiotherapist. Events manager, arguably is useful, but you're not going to be doing any crazy tournaments to begin with. Scout is useless. Analyst is useless. CFO is useless. Increases your sponsorship rewards. Okay, we don't have any sponsors yet. So initially, if you apply for tier D, you do get some and you don't get some. So, and you got 6 slots, and you see their type. So you can't have 2 of the same type. So tier D. So if we go in these peripherals, so if I apply for this one, I don't really want to apply for another one, because if I get this one, I won't be able to get this one. So let's have a look. So this is doable. All of these are doable. I think most of the D challenges are absolutely fine. So I've got peripherals, lifestyle, finance, betting. I don't want to do it for another finance. Let's do a logistics, and they'll get back to me. So we've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go. Staff we've sorted. Squad, they're being sold. We're all good. What we haven't done yet is got any new players for when these go. But that's just because we don't want to get any players that are on like 10k and less. We want them to be higher than that. So if I show you this, as you can see, I've done a little bit of like research, if you like. So these are players you can get. This is how much salary they want. They're all free agents. This is how much salary they want. This is where they are rifle stat in the world, or AWP stat in the world. And then this is their PR stat. I was looking at their PR stat initially. I don't think it's that relevant, really. I mean, it kind of is. Like, as you can see here, Nico. This isn't Falcon's Nico. This is different Nico. As you can see, these two... Oh, he's AWP, though, so let me get a comparison. This guy's AWP. This guy's AWP. and they're about the same. Oh, their PR's about the same. Try to get a good comparison. Low PR, 20, 570 in the world rifle. He wants 17k. I mean, you're better off paying the same PR 90, 395 in the world. And these also 241 in AWPA in the world. So, for things like that, it doesn't really make much sense to me how the PR rating has an effect on anything, because surely the lower PR would expect lower salary, and he's worse. Why is this a higher PR and higher stats mean same salary? It doesn't make sense to me. So maybe that's going to change in as the game develops, but yeah. So there's that. Right, let's progress. I think we're all done for now. I think I've remembered everything. So it's staff. Make sure you're training some maps. I do Just Inferno Mirage just because they're easy to remember. We've scouted our stuff. We've sold our players. We've applied for sponsorships. We're ready. We're ready to move. Let's go back to finances and let's put it all in marketing, because I think they give you more money if you have more money in marketing. Right, inbox. This is another team asking for our player. So it auto-populates with a value, and I'll just accept it because this is what we're offering them. So even though they've sent us an email, it's up to us. We could change this number, but just send it. Send it with what it says, and then it'll get adjusted. Perfect. Right. This is my boy Jamal, our physiotherapist. He's wanting a bit more money, so I always recommend just doing 100 each time. Just go up by 100. So let's go 1500. These boys, they're pleased, ready to move forward with the sponsorship. Perfect. So sponsors are really important, and there's definitely a optimal way to do it, which I haven't really figured out yet. So once you... Okay, good. Got 2 sponsors now. So once you complete these missions, once you do all 4, then you get your estimated monthly income, and it just is random, I think, between these. The actual rewards that you get, as you can see here, increase overall budget by 7.7k, or you get an item. And these items are in your base camp. So if I had a mouse that I could put in, it would give you bonus stats. But we don't at the moment. But it's good. It's good. No one's rejected us yet. And actually, now that we've got... So this one said no. This sponsorship said no. That's absolutely fine. So we've got 4. That's actually really good. I think we got quite lucky there. So we've got peripherals, lifestyle, betting, logistics. So PLLBL, just so I remember it. PLLBL. PLLBL. So we can get a H. PLLBL. Finance. We can get a finance. PLLBH. So we can offer to consumables. An O. PLLBH. PLLBH. Come on, give me another. I haven't done infrastructure. Cool. So we want to fill all our slots. We want to get our slots filled. Which would be nice. What's this guy saying? So we increased it by 100. He's now ready to accept. Just confirm that. Keep going. This boy, yeah, can keep going. So I always click this arrow. So initially I thought all these emails were really important. They're not. Continue skips makes you go a day forward, and the arrow skips your to the next like important thing or like a decision. So I think just skip. All right, good. So here we go. So the board of directors has approved a monthly financial bonus of 28,000, funded by the organisation's advertising and media revenue. So I think that's 2 things that happen for that. It's probably your money in marketing, your finances in marketing, and if you have a PR person, which we don't have. So that's why it's 28,000. It can go up to 100,000, or get near there anyway. So confirm, and then we have to allocate it. So let's put it all into wages. So now we can get players, free agents that go up to 38,000. So let's do some scouting. So from my list, as you can see, all their salaries are below 20k, or like 15 to 20k or whatever. I like this guy, and I don't really know how to say their name. So Sparva Q, he's not in staff, he's players. Here he is, look, free agent. You can't see any of his stats because we don't have a scout, but I know he's pretty good from previous runs. So what will he be after? Always start it lower. So I'm going to send 3.3k, but he will want 17k. Okay. Okay, 17k. Right, brilliant. Who else are we wanting? I'm going to put some other... Actually, no, it's fine. I'll keep it here. So, Booksy. This is our IGL. His actual rating is half decent as well. So, but we'll do him last, actually, because he's slightly different to the free agents. So DemQ. Let's offer. Go. Scouting is the next one. Sense. Yeah. Offer. It's the next one. I like Lukazi. He's Unk, but he's good. Yeah, he's 30 years old, but he's fine. He's actually good. Right. How many's that then? Transfers. Let's have a look. So we've got one rifler, AWPer. So we want... so that's 4. So we want our IGL, which is Hooksy. So Hooksy, we have to do a little bit different. So his transfer cost is 35k. So for us to get like offer, we need to put all our money into transfers, because there's going to be a transfer fee. So scouting. So let's buy. So we have to go to a different tab. It's not just contract and then offer, because we can't offer him a contract because he's locked into a contract. So we need to buy out his contract by making an offer. We have 25 seconds. So what was it? It was 35,000. So if we do like 25,000, send, he'll then come back to us. Right, all our offers are out. We've got a physiotherapist that will come back to that. All that is our 30 minutes. We've got 5 seconds. So thanks for watching, everybody. First episode. I hope this content is useful.